the language of the loch. Dr. Alastair Finch believed in what could be measured. From his Cambridge office, surrounded by towers of linguistic texts, he was building his argument, brick by logical brick. His life's work was to prove that a mantra was just sound, a vibration in the air with no more inherent power than a cough. India, he wrote in his journal, was the final piece of the puzzle. India was not a puzzle. It was a kaleidoscope. The air, thick with the scent of marigolds and diesel, buzzed with 1,000 conversations Alastair couldn't comprehend. He clutched his leather satchel, a small island of order in a sea of overwhelming sensation. He was here to find Guruji Anand, to present his findings and receive a final, authoritative confirmation of his thesis. He found Guruji Anand not in a grand temple, but sitting under a banyan tree, mending a small clay pot. The Guru's eyes, clear and deep, held a placid welcome. "You have come a long way to argue with an old man about the nature of the wind," Anand said, his voice as smooth as river stones. For an hour, Alastair spoke of phonetics, cultural conditioning, and the placebo effect. He explained that any feelings people associated with mantras were purely psychological. The Guru listened without interruption, his gaze never leaving Alastair's face. When the scholar finished, breathless and triumphant, the courtyard was silent. "Your argument is well constructed," Anand said softly. Then his tone shifted, becoming sharp and precise. "It is also the work of an insignificant, arrogant fool, a pathetic child playing with ideas he cannot possibly comprehend. Your entire life's work is a monument to your own failure." The words struck Alastair like stones. Heat flooded his face, his hands clenched into fists, his meticulously ordered world tilting on its axis. It was just sound, just vibrations in the air. But they burned. "How dare you?" he stammered, his voice tight with rage and humiliation. The Guru's face softened instantly, the sharpness vanishing. "I am sorry, my son. I would never truly mean such things. But tell me," he said, his voice gentle again, "did those words have power? Were they not just sound?" He gestured to Alastair's clenched fists. "They had power because you understand the code." "A mantra," Anand continued, "is not magic. It is language. A deeply coded language for the self. For someone who does not speak it, it is just noise. But for one who understands its meaning, its structure, its resonance, it is a key. It unlocks parts of the mind, just as those ugly words unlocked the anger inside of you." Alastair looked down at his paper, the pages filled with his confident, dismissive script. The ink seemed to mock him. All his charts, his data, his logic, he had been analyzing the lock without ever considering the existence of a key. A profound silence fell over him, heavier and more meaningful than any sound he had ever studied. "Do not be sad," the Guru said, placing a gentle hand on Alastair's shoulder. "A wise man is not one who has all the answers, but one who is brave enough to see his questions were wrong. Your journey is not over. It has just begun." Under the banyan tree, the scholar and the sage sat together, watching the sun set on a world that was suddenly new.